understand that that's going to happen. We all just need to live with it.
By the way, I want to steal the skull that Usopp left.
Oh my god! I would have to like be raising an insane amount of money for charity to even consider shaving my head.
Hey,
Anyway, hey, we're back.
Hey, Cliffy, roll a sleight of hand for that thing you said.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, actually.
Not bad, actually.
Oh no!
It goes into the alchemical bag.
I'm still distracted by not having Titan anymore.
Yeah, it'll be like if anyone would ever notice, it's now just like a torch sticking out of the ground.
I will point
Hang
out,
on.
I fucking noticed.
Yeah,
I didn't say anything, but I fucking noticed.
It is like,
I already gave you one. Goddamn.
yep.
I mean, I'm sure everyone will notice when we come back this way.
Yeah,
And that's just
We
a
have to
torch.
come back this way.
Hang on.
No, but the thing is, Signe and Usopp will think that someone has been through here since we came.
So, Signe, thank you for getting that out of the way. Actually, both Usopp and
Yeah,
getting that out of the way.
Good.
Before
Actually, yeah.
'cause that's how
Just
luck.
reloading your dice
Bold
there.
of you to assume I won't roll another 3 ones.
All right. So I'm assuming we're heading to the other door, the door across the way, right over here.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So this leads to a hallway that goes down like this to a door.
Is it locked?
No.
By checking
Behind.
that, I have opened the door.
Sure. Square room. All right. This room is empty except for a couple of simple things. There's a simple podium in the center of the room and continual, flames that, you're used to continual flames in each corner of the room. Upon the podium rests a strange orb.
Nope.
Oh, well, I
Nope.
mean,
Mm-mm.
nope.
Nope. Nope. And Dorian's gonna just close the door and be like, oh no, there's nothing in that room.
Out of I just want to say something. My first ever D&D experience involved touching the orb in the Curse of Strahd campaign. For those
And
of
I've
you who
heard
know what
that story
happens,
enough that
Yeah.
I know what happens.
Never finished Curse of Strahd.
Yeah.
No, we did not.
it's in the first house. Like, legitimately.
Not that
There's
half
an
an
orb. There is an orb that if you touch it, summons like 6 high-level undead things. And it wipes your party most of the time.
We don't know that. Hey, Clicky, I'm pointing out the orb to you.
I should
I'm
identify it.
Hold on there, Clicky. We should be careful. There have been 2 rooms with traps in them before this one. We should make sure that there are no traps on the way to the orb. Wouldn't want
Okay.
you dying on the way to the orb now, would we? Pat you on the
That orb is really nice.
I rolled a
There you
16
go.
again.
Yep. The room seems clear. You don't see anything else in there.
I think
Fuck.
it's important. We need to learn about the religion, right? Because we have to pass the stone
I
column.
can wait. I can tell you what type of magic. Just sit down for a second, and I can
And
tell
by
you
a
what type of
second,
magic.
you mean 10 minutes.
I mean
Right?
10 minutes.
You mean... All right. Hey,
You
Usopp.
could also start doing identify.
I have to touch it. I have to touch it for
Oh
now.
yeah.
Okay.
Usopp, I'm
You
gonna
detect
pull out some
illusion
cards. We're just gonna play some cards.
on the top
Oh,
of the
I
podium.
would tell them immediately that thing is illusion.
Oh.
Is it a complete illusion or just hiding something inside of it?
Oh,
It
we
is
can find
illusion
out.
magic.
I'm gonna take one of the bones.
Wait. Step out the door. I'll be ready to shut the door.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna throw the bone at the orb.
Roll me just a general range attack roll.
And I'm
Should I
sitting
use
there
my
ready
hero
to.
roll for this.
You're just throwing a bone. Probably won't have your proficiency with bones.
I have
So the
proficiency in
subtract-
daggers, and it's equivalent essentially to throwing a dagger, in my opinion.
It's an improvised weapon. You're lucky you don't have disadvantage.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you need me to roll? Actually, just dexterity.
Just roll to dexterity. Yeah.
And I'm sitting there ready
Okay.
to. Oh, damn.
You will
pretty
knock
good,
into
like,
it.
sit
The
down.
bone will go through the orb, but you will then kind of hear this clink, 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 clink on
Close
the
the
back
door.
of the floor. as something seemed to have fallen off the podium when the bone went through there.
Oh, all right. Something actually fell off.
Or-
Close the
or-
door
so-
for a moment.
I've closed it already.
Good.
Like I've
Yes.
closed it.
Keep
Okay.
it closed for a moment. Just make sure nothing explodes.
Nothing explodes.
All right. And then
Okay, I'm gonna open the
this
door.
door doesn't have a window in it. Correct?
Can I
No.
see what
No.
fell off the podium?
Do you want it to?
Sure, the room's pretty well lit. It seems to be a key.
Does it have magic coming off it?
Nope.
All right.
Does anyone have a way of retrieving that without entering the room, just
I'm
in case?
walking. I'm literally walking.
Oh well,
Yeah,
okay.
Okay. You
I'm
can walk
grabbing
up.
the key.
You got a key.
All right.
Did we find a lock anywhere?
You found a couple.
I
Oh,
think we
opened
picked
all of
most
them.
of our stuff. I think we picked a lot of stuff.
Yeah. You picked the crypt, and you picked open
This would have been
the
useful
chest
earlier.
where the wraith was.
Oh, and I picked open the really difficult door, the one that was next to the warning. That
Oh,
was
you
the-
did too. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 3 doors you picked open.
This would have been useful earlier.
Yeah.
We
I'll
picked
take
the
it. I like
wrong.
keys.
We picked the wrong door.
Are there any other doors that you remember that we need to go through still?
There is one. And it's
It,
in the
it
main
does seem
room.
like the key was hidden within the illusion of some kind of orb. Which the orb itself, like Dorian, when you can get close to it, you actually get a sight of what it looks like. It looks like an eye.
Okay.
Hope it's
like-
just an illusion.
And the illusion kind of watches you.
Yeah, I got
Oh.
you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at it and just say, oh, well, you're an ugly bugger, aren't you? And then
Poke it. Poke it.
I'm not touching it. Look. Dorian is not a superstitious man, but that does not mean that he's touching a glowing orb in the middle of a room that was imbued with illusion magic. Taking the key and I'm walking the fuck out.
Door behind him.
Alright.
And
We
then
have one more door.
Yes. Right over here. I'm not
I
going to bother
can't
drawing.
believe the order we did this fucking dungeon.
Yeah. So,
I know.
this door here is a simple square room. Not even bother drawing it in here, this little map. It is filled with cots. They seem all
Fucking
damaged,
kidding.
unusual. Probably some place that some servants or guards would rest. All this stuff is kind of broken apart in here.
Are you fucking
is
kidding
there
me?
anything of value whatsoever?
You see nothing.
Good. Let's go home.
Well, we gotta figure out what we're doing with the iron golems. We can go up there and do that, though.
Can we, like, I don't know,
Are they
sleep
stone?
before we do that?
Or iron golems?
Stone.
Boom.
Stone golems.
The iron golem we're not touching for a little while, I think.
Oh, alright.
Until we figure out how to trick it. Which I guess we're gonna try and figure out how to...
No.
I have an idea.
No.
No, for the stone. For the stone, not the iron.
Alright. Okay, continue.
Matt, would I remember what the holy symbols in the Church of the Kaladite look like?
Sure. They're not
You-
perfect recreations, just because there was some damage to most of the symbolism.
We
You did draw them,
drew
yeah.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you try and say, "Can I remember?" You have them.
No,
drawn.
You
the
have them
church-
drawn.
Yeah, the church would be the okay, sorry.
They're pretty. They're
I-
they're decent recreations.
I will like open to that page with my sketchbook and just be like, okay, I might go to the blacksmith and see if they can't forge us a bunch of these. I don't know if it will help, but it might be something.
What do you mean forge us a bunch of those?
And I'll pull out my holy symbol, something like this.
Oh. Alright. Sure.
It's not actually going to be imbued with magic or anything. It's just something to hopefully trick the golems.
Okay. Sure. We may want to consult with someone who knows anything at all about these religions before we do that.
Oh, definitely.
Alright.
I think if we were able to carry something that carries the signature of, like, elemental magic, It would help because if it's anything that's like maybe like the icon, or I can disguise 3 people. We could look like elementals if we need to. Since these guys worship elementals.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Do we know how these things see?
I do. I've rolled great every time we run into golems.
Did you delete our tokens?
Yes.
Oops. That's what happened. Damn it.
I was just looking up like, hang on, where'd we go?
Oh, god damn it. I didn't realize I deleted the
Just
token.
drag your own character sheet back onto.
That's not going to work for me because you put a custom token for me.
Did you not
It
save
should
that
be
as
linked to
your
your
token?
pot. It should be linked
I
to your
believe
pot.
I
I linked
couldn't.
it to your character sheet.
Okay, let me
did
try.
that at some point.
Nope.
Okay,
Nope. I was actually going to ask about that
Oh,
this
no.
session.
clear that.
Hang on.
Clear that shit.
Clear that.
Hang on.
Clear
Who's
that
that?
shit.
Who that?
No,
shit.
that was that. That was. Don't worry about that.
That was the wrong
hold
token.
on.
Sorry.
That was the wrong token.
I don't
Yeah.
have control over mine.
Tesh, I'm just gonna send you something on Discord, and you're gonna link it. Okay?
We'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it.
Yeah, no,
We
that'll
just-
work.
Don't worry about it. Who doesn't?
I was
have
going to
that?
ask him for the picture so I could link it properly, so this works.
Also,
I
I
know
don't
what
have
I'm
control
doing.
of Fafnir.
Oh, wait. Then let
This
me-
one I have control of.
you drag
One
out
that I'm
Fafnir
using.
now. Yeah.
F8. There we go.
Yeah. Now you should have control.
Wrong chat.
Fafnir. It sounded like the Alan video for some reason. The Alan. Fafnir.
Who else
Fafnir.
doesn't have their token?
Anyway.
Thank you. Kind
While you're getting tokens fixed up, where are you guys heading to now?
Can I save that?
Mads?
Oh, I can open a original.
Hold on. Oh no, wait. I know this.
Yes, please fix it.
I do know this. Hold on. I don't ever remember what your token is because I'm a bad friend.
You set up things weird too, I remember. So unfortunately, and I messed it up because I
You
was
screwed up. Big.
I was trying to clean up the map.
Have you considered not?
Oh, that's not what I wanted. No. God damn it.
So, Tesh, you just drag it onto the screen. Like, you can literally just drag it from where you saved it onto the screen for Roll20. Okay?
Yeah. See, I did that, and it
It'll make
closed
it big.
Roll20 and opened up the picture.
Okay. What about-
Right.
I'm using Chrome.
Are we going to bed?
Yes, you can go rest.
Yes. We
Sure.
will go sleep.
Actually, when you get out of the castle into the square while heading to, I'm assuming you're still because your house hasn't been set up. You're still using the inn.
I'd be going to the inn even if we had the house,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Nokren, you will recognize someone standing out in the area that seems to be waiting for you. Hello, hi, hello again. Nokren, yeah, awesome, great to see you again. Sorry. Do you remember me? Percival, yes, you sent me to work with Orn for a while.
This is the fucking kid that I gave. Is it?
Yes.
Ah!
Yeah,
Look,
the one red
Yes,
is
I totally remember this encounter.
I heard
Not
through the
Grimwood.
grapevine that you guys you in particular had earned like a new place to live in, a new house that you're fixing up, and it's been really fun to help Orn out and work with him and stuff like that. But I mean, he doesn't travel with you guys as much anymore. So I was thinking maybe there's something I could do for you, and maybe you need someone who can work at your place for you. I'm fine with being like a live-in kind of guy, you know, room and board for just, you know, what I do.
I'm gonna look to the others awkwardly.
Are you good at catching rats?
Do you need that?
Yes, it's the most important thing.
He
Sure.
doesn't want you to get rid of them, is the thing.
He
I
wants you
said
to
catching, not killing.
catch them and then give them to him.
Yes, and cats too if you find cats.
And then you probably want to leave. No cats.
No cats. Clicky. We
Okay, I'm
agreed.
sorry, I forgot.
We
No cats.
agreed.
You're right.
No
You're right.
cats.
I'm sorry.
No domesticated animals.
All right. Bring you rats. I could do that if you need that. From your house. I don't know how many are going to be in the house though.
Oh, he means from around town. Honestly, just you'd be helping the whole society.
I thought that we have cats around the town to take care of that kind of thing.
Not enough, really. The
Um,
other thing is,
If we had too many cats.
no,
mix around.
no, we don't have enough cats, Clicky. That's the problem. We don't have enough.
Okay.
Why do I have to be nice to him again?
Oh, I don't know. Look, it's both of our orders, not just yours.
Mm.
You did.
Fafnir flies off of my shoulder and onto Clicky.
No, Fafnir. And this,
He
I
just,
want to
he just
point out.
relaxes on his head.
Want to point out. This is in Draconic that I'm speaking now. I'm
So,
saying, no, Fafnir. Nothing
Can
funny.
I help? I can, if you're fixing something up, I can help arrange to keep things going. Maybe you need like a house steward.
Nokren, that is completely up to you. He would be your responsibility. You'd need to feed him. You'd need to take care of him. You need to make sure that you clean up after him. All right? You can keep him, but you have to clean up after him, and you have to make sure he's fed.
He can have one of every 5 rats he finds.
No, that's okay. Clicky, that's too generous. That's too generous. Don't worry about that. Nokren, it's your responsibility. But we are more than happy. I'm sure. Look at the smile on Nokren's face.
No, he's
real.
going to turn back and be like, "Are you sure?" Looking at him, gesturing to the group.
I
The thing
mean,
is, Dorian would be familiar with this kid if he was working with Orn.
yeah,
So-
Oren just put him to basically like simple work.
Yeah.
you
Like,
know.
so Dorian
Trying to-
probably knows of every
Love
good
that.
thing he's done as well as every mistake, and he's probably loving just the hilarity of the
I mean,
situation.
actually, the kid is hardworking and
Yeah.
has never had much of a trouble. He did seem very interested in the entire group because he's the self-described biggest fan of them. You know,
Yeah. Here's the question: how did he do with the spy work, if any?
he probably wasn't assigned any.
You sure?
No.
Orn
No.
would have tested him a little bit.
Probably whatever Oren test is, he probably would have passed it, but not enough to make him feel like he could actually do spy work.
Okay, so like moderate level. Okay.
Yeah.
His
Like,
level
go find out about this person. Okay,
is it high
I
enough?
want to ask you stuff.
Hi, I'm your new best friend, Percival.
Yeah, basically that's like he's
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
friendly,
okay.
you know, open and kind of like goes straight forward at what he does.
Hi, do you have a ladder?
Yeah, precisely. Look, Orn knows where the talent lies. Look, so Dorian would pull Nokren to the side and just say, "Look, he's actually a good kid. He works hard. He's, from what I understand, he's also just completely useless as a spy, so he probably won't be spying on us.
Okay.
So, at the very
Ah.
least, you know, he probably still works for Orn, but then again, so do I, and so does Usopp. So if he's
I
spying
mean,
for
Orn
anybody,
would already have someone. Yeah, I'm not.
yeah,
Nothing's someone.
And Orn definitely has us being watched every now and then.
Oh, 100%.
And beyond that, Orn knows that we're going to report most of that anyways. Most
So,
of it. He's fine, really.
Percy,
Yeah, Percy.
I think you have to prove your rat catching abilities before
Oh,
our goblin friend could ever accept you.
All right.
First things
Oh.
first.
Look, quick, there's one right there.
Oh wait,
Where?
did
I
The
turned
goblin
into a
like
rat.
he's gonna go for it, even though.
Yeah, I change into a rat and
Oh,
run
no.
towards Percy's feet.
that's a terrible idea.
Nokren.
I'm not allowed to mess with Clicky anymore.
What am I doing, Nokren? Can I have the job or not?
Yes,
Are
but
you
you do
gonna-
also have to deal with them in this. Just so you know.
Oh,
Do you not like rats? Do you not like rats?
I have no problem with rats.
Are you better at gardening?
I have a little skill at gardening, not much.
Okay. Well,
Probably
I
more
need-
than I have in rat catching.
I can make a lot of healing potions, but I need the ingredients. So if you can garden, you can grow the materials for me.
I don't know if there's a good place to garden.
We'll just
I'll
break up
take a
some of
look.
these streets.
I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper, and quickly write down that we require dirt and a wooden block, essentially. So what I'm doing is I'm making a planter box, basically.
Probably
I'm writing it down on a piece of paper, folding it over, and then using the wax seal signet ring on it. And I'm
Using power right away.
I'm just
100%.
immediately I'm walking away from the group, and I'm gonna go find someone who would have that stuff.
Okay.
The
Okay.
general store probably would have one.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to
Awesome.
them and just hand them that and say, we would require some wood to make a planter box and some dirt if you've got dirt. If not, please direct us where to go, where we could commission the dirt.
We got enough information about the house to know how many rooms it had. Would there be a room for each of us?
There would be a room for each of you.
I don't need a room.
So
I mean, I'm sleeping with
gonna
Nokren.
say, like,
Yeah.
Nokren would say, like, to him that just first things first, set up.
There
a
are
room
currently there are 6 bedrooms, 4 rooms in the bottom on the first floor, and there is a basement with 2 underground rooms, large ones.
for- Okay. If you don't end up using your room as a bedroom,
None are furnished currently.
You want basement, right? Clicky? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't I take the other?
There is also
Basement.
technically an attic space, like a smaller one, where a small creature could live pretty
Oh,
decently.
I'll take that since I'm probably the only one that can use it.
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna take the second lower basement room, but I'm not gonna actually stay there. So it can be a spare room for the most part.
Yeah.
Or an alchemical lab.
Yeah, like that's kind of what I mean. Is like Clicky can use it to set shit
Yeah.
up.
But there are
That's pretty much why I was suggesting that.
Yeah, there are 6 bedrooms in this, like decent sized bedrooms on the second floor. 4 like kind of large rooms that are unfurnished on the bottom floor. You had a funding, which we'll talk about, I guess, like in between streams. If you want to try to furnish it, maybe we can talk in between here about furnishing and stuff.
I'm so mad that our moving truck didn't just drop our furniture off. Like, what was the point?
Basically, Swain Lightfoot and Vargas Moan have stuff that you can purchase from them for furnishing rooms.
I wonder if it looks like it's from the Calidite at all.
or we could grab our friend and go for a shopping tour of the castle.
They can get you furniture, but that would probably give you cheapen. But this isn't like setting up rooms and stuff and getting like all the other stuff you can't purchase, where you can't steal from a house that's not falling apart, kind of thing.
I mean,
I'll go over.
a bunch of cots.
Yeah, we'll go over everything. Kind of like talk about that, and you can work out how you want to design your house, and we can talk about that afterwards on stream, like next week or something. But okay, so house will be worked on. Anyway, do you want to do anything else now? You've rested up.
Percy's last name.
I would go to
I find his toe.
The rat.
I don't remember his last name off the top of my head because
If you say Jackson, so help me God, I'm gonna kill you.
no, Percival.
Percival is his first name.
Actually, he doesn't have a last name.
Please.
Derolo.
He will confess if you ask him about him. He was an orphan.
Thank you. I wasn't the only one thinking.
He was an orphan that only was given a first name.
What's Orn's last name?
Oh fuck. I mean,
Because technically, like Dorian was an orphan too. He also doesn't have a last name. So like this is
Orn does have a last name.
yeah, I know.
Egelwin.
Right. Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
right. Yeah, right.
That would make sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dorian will just say, "Oh, that's all right. Me neither."
He'll like probably shed a quiet tear, like that like understanding kind of look, like not really
Yeah.
tear, but like like the tear in the eye of like, I get you, man.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
I would be going to the blacksmiths to ask them if they can forge pendants.
You want iron or silver?
You know,
Oh.
you want that silver though.
How much reach? You would ask. Given that I brought them scraps of silver and crumpled things of silver.
The iron is probably pretty cheap. I'd say like for one holy symbol, like 2 gold to craft a holy symbol. Silver, since you brought them the silver, or you have a supply of silver you can give them, they could probably charge you like 10 for making one.
All right, I'll do the silver then. So that's 5. 5. Yes, 5. My brain like stopped there. I'm like,
5 of them,
it's
so
more than
50 silver. It'll take like a little while to do, but
50 silver?
No, I'm sorry, 50 gold because you're taking 5 each.
I
of
did
10
gold.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but they're made of silver because I'm trying to confuse myself.
Right. Good.
Is there some kind of library here?
There's a library
Arcades in Tim's office.
Well, there's a library there, and the manor has Egwin Manor has a library too.
It wasn't very good, if I remember correctly.
It was disorganized.
Yes.
All right. Well, Clicky
It's
wants
slowly
to
but surely becoming organized because they're
Tim is forcing it.
Mhm.
Tim is brute
Tim
forcing
has
it.
time, and he hates Marcades, and doesn't want to spend time in that office.
Mhm.
So yeah.
But it's not as fast as if AKA PCs directly got involved in it.
Yeah. Well, he's also taking care of his daughter.
Yeah, he's got a lot of business, so
With
he's spending a
Ward.
little bit of time here and there working on it as much as he can. It was basically I think I described as a project that would take like a day or two just of straight work to organize it all. But if you do, then it's actually an incredible amount of material there that would be very helpful in very many circumstances.
Clicky's gonna ask Nokren where he could do some research because, to put it in Clicky's words, try to make us to give us the appearance of elements like earth elementals to like help us just reek of it. I don't know how to say it. But
The only place I would know of to do that would be with the 2 wizards.
oh, there's wizards here.
Weren't you here when? Wait, was he?
No, I think you got introduced
No,
after
he
you
wasn't.
talked to him.
That's right. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
he talked to the wizards because he tried to eat the cat.
No, that's right.
That's
you
right.
talked
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I didn't know it was wizards.
So,
Oh yeah. You remember the
but since
the first?
we might be forgetting just a couple of reminders of the other things you guys have to do still or talked about doing is going back to Commander Moloch, because he might have some more information for you, traveling to the Fey Woods with your good drunk fairy friend, who's probably just hanging out in the bar now. I think that's probably where Lily is most of the time if you're not asking her to come with you. She's just hanging in the bar drinking. She's probably hanging out with the half-orc Zern who's in there. The two of them are like best friends.
Yeah. It's So I guess we're.
Or you were thinking about like asking around about some information also, which is an option. I mean, you're fine with whatever you were doing, but it's probably not needed at the moment.
At the very least, those symbols will confuse
Yes,
the
but it will take.
if we
Yes,
have them.
those are fine
Did
holy
I-
symbols, and will take a couple of.
Oh yeah,
take a
no.
little
Once
while
we
to make.
have them,
Yeah,
once we have them, they're like if we have them when we encounter the calendar, they might be like, "Wait, the fuck." Anyway,
I honestly think Matt never listened.
No, he does not listen. No clue. How much damage do you have?
It's mainly me, but
I miss things because people say a lot of things sometimes, and I try to keep track, but
You need to parse everything, Matt. We've talked about this. You need to be a superhuman
and
to everybody at once.
and this is why games usually don't have 5 players.
yeah. Look, I'm getting better at reining in cats. It's just taking a little skill to develop my cat reining in.
The problem
Me too.
is, no.
Okay,
He's gonna end up murdered by the end of.
You guys are so
I'm
sensitive
assuming the
about
rat bit the toe, right?
Yes, the
The
rat.
I thought
bit the
so.
toe.
That was fine. That was nothing. It was a rat bite. I mean, I don't know if
tell
rat...
us the black
Like
plague.
hell, man.
Tell that to rabies.
Just because Usopp
Make him do a
transforms
Constitution
into it.
save, damn it.
Just because Usopp transforms into it doesn't mean he has the plague. He would have had the plague to begin with.
Usopp, he definitely has some kind of plague.
Then you would be exposed to it. You're not making
Yes.
checks to be exposed to Usopp's plague.
I've accepted it. It's become a part of me.
See, Tantus, the point is that he was supposed to be catching rats in his side time.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
He didn't even try. He just got his toe bit, and then.
Well, he
didn't-
saw you transform!
No, I specifically had him look away before I
Oh, he
transformed.
didn't look away! He was confused! The entire conversation about the rats confused the shit out of the kid! He didn't know what was going on, because he was looking to Nokren! He was like, what's going on?!
Wouldn't that be a normal level 1 mission to get
No!
to the rats?
No! That is never a normal mission! It's
Giant rats, maybe?
giant rats, maybe, but it's always...
Sorry. Not giant rats. It's rats of unusual size.
Yeah. Like, he went to Nokren to ask about going to, like, help out, and then this random goblin who's apparently there talked about catching rats, who he doesn't even know.
We have killed Matt.
Yeah, Mads is dead. Fafnir's still here, though.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
The Signe is just passed out, and Fafnir is holding Signe up.
The whole time,
Uh.
Fafnir was the puppet master. Sydney's always just
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum.
Oh, that's what he meant by the eyes.
Yes.
What are you guys doing?
Oh.
Anyway, I don't know
Sleeping.
anymore. Sleeping.
I went
Congratulations.
and I commissioned.
Yes, you commissioned, like, planters.
a planter box.
Planter boxes
a
for,
big
like-
old planter box for
Your windows, I guess? I mean, there's not really, like... Where are you placing it?
the side of the house. Come on.
There's not space. There's another house there.
They can get out of the way. No, look, wherever we have it, like, even if it's in front of the house, but, like, along the wall. Anywhere we have
Okay,
space.
you will have some space in front of the house, but it will be kind of like...
I only need, because realistically, we only need about a foot.
I like the idea of like people coming out to complain, and then just like Nokren walks out the front door to water them and walks back in.
That probably would be...
like
Well,
kind-hearted person just pouring out of like a fancy flowery water can that we got for him for his birthday. Like,
I mean...
Or you could use the water urn thing.
no,
That's true.
The gourd? No.
Yeah, no, Nokren would totally use
Then,
that.
you know what? Fine. All right. Sure.
No. He fills the water can from the gourd.
With
Yeah,
the gourd,
yeah.
and then uses the flowery water can that we got him for his
Okay,
birthday.
I just wanted to be able to grow the ingredients so
Yeah.
that, in between our seasons, I could,
Mhm.
not have to buy everything.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Stuff is growing.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are you doing, please? I don't know. Things have gotten so, like...
You need to understand, I've been gone for a week, which means I have so much to say.
Well,
None
I mean,
of it
I
on
think that was-
topic.
Everything else...
You know, not a
Yes,
single one of
sleeping.
it on topic.
After
Yeah,
a hefty drink, we are sleeping.
Yes.
You've slept.
Oh, wow, that was fast.
Congratulations.
I blinked and I missed it.
Congratulations. Now, what the heck are you doing?
Okay, so do we go? We gotta
Malak
go
first.
ask, yeah, Mark, and then Faye. Then, depending on what Malik says, we go across the
You
bridge.
said there were 3 choices, Matt. I don't remember what
Okay.
the third.
Malik asking around town, which Malik suggested you do before talking to him.
Yeah,
And
but we
then-
don't listen.
and then the Fae ones, yes.
Well, he
Okay.
suggested asking the scouts. I was
So-
considering that as part of Moloch. So
So Dorian would have already, because he would have not gone to bed early, and he would have gone and like spent some time talking to people around town.
Sure.
So, because I also was completely fine. I just have slashed an Earth Elemental, but other than that, I've had a fun.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, roll me a d4 first.
a D4 first.
Yeah.
It's a 1.
that's a one.
Okay, roll me another one. I'm just seeing something here. Calculating some things.
That's a 4.
Well, I mean, that's.
And one more.
I never
That's
know on these whether we want
Okay.
to roll high or low.
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes.
What
What do you need me to roll?
Roll 3d20 for me. And if one's a repeat, roll another one.
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
Holy fuck!
52.
That's
2, 3.
Out of a possible 60.
Yes.
fucking hell.
I'm a little bit mad that those are what it was used on.
Okay.
That was a pretty good roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll come up to like someone who looks to be kind of working for the scouts. He'll be like, sorry, I haven't been traveling too much out that way, but you know, something weird's going on in town. There've been talk about like people from the refugee side of it, it's getting jobs, finding new homes, but I know the truth. People have been disappearing. No one believes me when I look into it. But there's something going on in this town, and I'm going to find out what. You should look into it too.
Oh, I believe you that you're going
Everybody should know the truth. Yeah.
What's your name?
He'll give generic soldier name 27B. I don't know. I didn't have a name. John.
Generic soldier name.
No,
23.
John!
There's
John.
a 27A.
Yes!
He's Soldier A.
John Soldier A.
So John A. McDonald.
Yeah.
John Soldier A is going to disappear soon.
Alright, so now you say people have been disappearing. Where have they been disappearing from?
Just in town.
More specifically, please.
Refugee area. Refugee area. People have been getting jobs, finding homes, but I don't see where they've gone.
Okay, I'll look into it. And at the end of this, I am going to go talk to Orn about
Okay.
that, but
Alright.
let me know what else happens first.
You will find 2 other people who will have some information. One of them will be like, yeah, I did cross the bridge. I managed to go very far to the north. Probably much farther than I should have. I pushed myself. I was gone for probably weeks. Most of the time that you were away on your trip. Or no, your friend Nokren was away on his trip. And that's when I saw it. Fire seemingly into the sky. There's a gap in the cliffs in the north. It almost seems like a gap in the valley itself. You can't really see from here. It's so hard. And beyond it is lava and fire. I don't know what could live there. I don't want to find out.
And what's your name?
Mark.
Thank you, Mark. Noting this down, because Mark was the most impassioned character you have ever done in this campaign, and I'm really happy about it. I just wanted to note that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that.
Uh-huh.
Is Mark's last name Burgerzuck?
Sure.
Why?
It doesn't
It's
need to be.
not.
It's not.
No, it is.
No.
It is.
No.
No.
All right.
No.
Anyways,
Good. Go.
no, don't do that. So, you said to the north. Do you mean the that? And like, I'm gonna pull out the little map that I have.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you like draw where that is?
I
on-
pinned it on the group
Yeah,
map there.
I know you.
That's there,
I
yeah.
just- yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Oh, he did? Where?
Yes. Very top, this area here.
I drew. A line.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's the description of the line that you.
You kinda... You actually hadn't, like, really seen anything on that area. That was kind of a strange area when Grits was using the strange kind of telescope.
We
Yeah.
did see fire up there.
Yeah,
didn't
we did. We just didn't know
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
But you said it was a line. This is what the guy was describing.
He was
About-
describing, like, this area, like, seems like a gap in the cliff, almost. But beyond, like, as you would head back into that area, he could see, like, fire and lava and stuff, and, like, burning.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
good. Fire elemental bliss.
All right. Thank you very much, Mark. Get some rest.
Thank you.
He's gonna Dorian's gonna pat him on the shoulder and move on to the next.
A next one you'll find would be this man who does work for the scouts. Who's like, I didn't travel, but I did hear something from my brother. He's currently out again. He had returned from across the bridge. He'd been heading north into one of the forests from right across the bridge, and he saw stables, he described it as, like sized for those giants that live across there. He didn't see what kind of animals they were training there, but he knows it wasn't horses. He did see it looked like some of those giant cats were there, and some other creatures that are used by both the giants and the savage ones. Probably training those beasts to kill us. Seems like they're getting more and more dangerous every time you hear anything about them.
Oh, good. Where's that again, Matt? On the map? I'm gonna show him the map, and I'm just.
He would describe it as this forest zone. So it'd be that forest zone. So it'd be the forest north across the bridge, because you're crossing this bridge here. Yeah.
That area.
Yes.
Cool.
And he's Richard, if you want his name.
I did. Thank you.
There you go.
What's up? Thank you for preparing that for me ahead of time.
After the first two, when you're like,
I will train you eventually to have names for every single person I'm going to talk to, because Dorian actually wants to know, because he keeps tabs on these people. So thank you. Thank you very much, Richard. And I'm going to shake his hand, and then I'm going to go talk to Orn really quickly.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask him if he knows anything about people disappearing from the refugee area.
I'll just give it that Orn would probably have heard maybe a few rumors about things like that, but there's always a lot of rumors, and because there's a lot of people to keep track of, it's hard to tell if there's any substantial thing to it. It doesn't seem like there is, but he does have the guards on the lookout just in case.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell him to maybe send one of his better people to keep an eye on it as well.
Okay.
And just to report back to me with that, when I'm in town as well, just for, consistency's sake.
Okay. Are you then meeting up with everybody because it's about the time they'd be getting up?
Yep.
Okay. What's everybody doing now that you're awake in the morning?
I'm going to relay all of that information to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fuck.
What?
It's not that bad.
What's wrong?
People might be going missing.
Oh, that, yes. I have Orn keeping an eye on that, though.
Is that not normal?
Well, it was actually probably very normal before this place got transported, but now we're kind of all in this together.
And there's a lot less of us, so we can't afford to lose many. If any.
The main concern I have with it, if I'm being completely honest, is there are some unsavory folk in town that I've kept an eye on in the past. I don't think any of them are doing it, which worries me.
Well, one of
them were doing
the
it.
unsavory folk that I kept my eye on has sort of pulled back.
How do you mean pulled back?
Sebastian is no longer hanging. He's no longer hanging around the tavern anymore, is he?
No, he hangs around the tavern. He just keeps much more to himself.
Oh, he's
He's just not in the tavern as much as anymore.
yeah.
He used to be there pretty much all day. Now
I
he
will
spends
explain.
spends half his day there, or maybe 3/4 of it. So he spends some days out somewhere, maybe in his room. You're not sure.
I might be a. Huh?
Tell me about this man. Tell me everything you know.
He follows this. She follows Azael. He's the only other person I've met that has. And he has, I don't know what connections, but I know he has some connections to the more seedier parts of the city. I gave him money to and weapons to convince them to come to our defense should something happen.
Well, that's concerning.
I could try and ask him, but I'm not sure if he'd answer. He sort of
If he's
pulled
so
back
bad,
from me.
If he's so bad, why don't you just kill him? Bad people in community, you just kill or kick out.
He hasn't necessarily done anything bad that I know of. He's just in contact with people that have, which can be useful.
It's not quite.
He's also the only other link I have to my god.
You'll see Dorian kind of actually like almost roll his eyes, but stop himself from rolling his eyes at that.
Both of us, or at least I, stupidly got myself involved in something I didn't understand, and he's the only person that's helped me at least understand a little.
Oh, I can understand that. Clicky looks at all this whole group. Like,
Fair. Signe?
Signe's gone. She left once you started telling us about people disappearing.
Oh, bloody hell.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Nokren would, like, after like having the conversation with Dorian, he can say, I can try and ask him, but he probably won't tell me what's going on. I have a family I need to check on.
You do that. Usak, did you see where Signe went?
He gets up and tries to find her.
That's a no.
At that point, I'm also going to try and track down Signe.
Okay.
so wait, I'm the only one left at this table or whatever. If Nokren's still there.
Oh lord.
No,
Nokren's got nothing. Just Nokren's going to find that family, the Dragonborn family.
Okay.
I find her.
Holy fuck!
Okay. Signe,
I'm following you.
where were you going?
I was going to check on the people that I care about. That's
Okay,
all I
yeah,
was doing.
you headed back to
I
Bartleby
headed back to
Manor, and the two of you will track her to there.
Oh, of course she's here.
I like the stopping that what you were
Which
saying.
Usak will probably, this is the first time he's probably been in that section of town really seriously. So it's like very big houses that are like too extravagant. It's like
you're tracking her, and I'm just like, yeah, I know it's fine. I know this is where
Look, I know. Like
I'm
you
like
start
tracking her
walking ahead of him.
perfectly, and I'm just
You
like,
start walking ahead of him as he's like tracking.
Do you tell him anything about here?
about the town.
About where she's going? Like,
I don't tell you about it being her family or anything. Nope.
knock, 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 knock.
Yeah, I'm staying back. By the way.
Oh
And
no!
I will point out, I have had time to attune to this cloak.
yeah.
You sneaky bitch.
Okay. The door will be answered. There's kind of like an old elderly man there. Hello.
He walks in.
Oh my God.
The man's gonna like be like, guards, invader, as like 10 men in armed like just swords are gonna come down and point them all at you.
Are you holding Signe?
No! She's a guest at our place. Why are you barging in here?
I was tracking her.
Get outside! I will let her know you are here. You are being
I sat
very
down.
rude.
Sorry, what did you just say?
I sit down.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
Watch him. I'm going to go get the city guards. The man will run outside and start running.
As soon as I've heard this commotion, because I'm not that far away,
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm just hey, sir, are you looking for the watch? And I'm gonna pull the cloak down and look at him.
Yes, I've seen you around. You're a member of the watch, aren't you?
Well, yes and no. I'm kind of a level above,
you're
actually.
kind of a weird one, up on rooftops and such.
That's right. Yes, I keep an eye on some of the less savory folk. Are you having a problem with one right now?
Yes, this lizard folk is it looks like he was like for a second he was going to say something bad, but he corrected himself.
Oh yeah.
He barged into our house.
Oh, is he kind
Master-
of brownish in his scale colorings?
Yes, fortunately.
I've been keeping an eye on him. Let me just come in there and grab him for you, and I'll make sure that he knows what not to
Does
do.
he know Madame Signe? Really?
Oh, yes, he does. Actually, we both do. Signe is actually a friend of mine, at least, and I believe of his, although separate types of interactions. But anyways, that's irrelevant.
Please tell her to correct her friends a little bit. Maybe teach them some manners, some proper ways of doing it. The master is would be very upset if he finds out about this. I can try to keep it under wraps.
I apologize very much for the intrusion. I will make sure that he at least understands not to barge into people's homes and to, of course, learn some proper manners. It's one of those things. We can't be losing people in the town. It's a time of need, but we do obviously need to make sure that everyone's at least adhering to the rules of society as much as possible.
Well, at least one of you has manners, a little bit.
Dorian's gonna bow and then just say
he'll he'll very head butler himself up and kind of walk back inside.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go grab Usock.
Signe, as you're checking up on people, which they seem fine, a maid will come up and be like, "Madam Signe, there's a strange lizard creature here to see you."
And I'm going to go and grab Usock and shuffle him out the door. Actually, be in here.
I'm sitting there. You can't just grab me.
I know. I'm literally kneeling down beside you and shuffling your shoulders so that I can speak in your ear and whisper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just say, we need to at least go stand out front. We cannot be in here. It actually endangers her.
I put my hand on your shoulder and turn into a poisonous snake and wrap around your neck.
Fine. I walk out.
The gods are gonna be real happy about that.
I walk out the door with the snake around my neck.
So Tiki comes walking.
Yeah, they will escort you with kind of weapons drawn because of snake neck.
And I'm trying to keep you under wraps as much as possible, and I'm trying to stop any blades from poking you.
Yeah.
Wraps. Get it?
Yeah.
So, out of the bunch of guards that were kind of hanging around, a bunch of them will go back to their sort of normal patrols, and a group of 4 of them will kind of stand outside the door watching you guys.
And I'm just going to stand there, and if you're not...
They're not going to put their swords away then, they're just going to, block the door for a while.
And I'm just going to stand there, and I'm just going to say, so, what are your names? My name's Dorian. It's a pleasure to meet you. I work under Orn. You may know him. You may know the city guard.
You probably know a little bit about these men. You know these are private mercenaries that Barley brought in with him, and they're pretty elite unit.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I know they're not going to give you their names.
No.
Oh, I know.
He had about 24 of these elite soldiers that he brought in with him.
Do I know any of their names from my past research?
You probably know, which I will have to find his name because I only wrote it down once, the head ones. Okay. I've got that somewhere in my notes since you weren't going to meet him this adventure. It's for the next adventure.
Fair enough.
That you could possibly run into him. So, yeah.
I would ask how he's doing, and I'd ask about him by name.
Again, they're not gonna speak.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It's more, this is purely just
yeah.
At this point. This is not...
Eventually, Signe will be dropped off with you guys. And the soldiers will kind of look towards you, Signe, look towards them, and excuse themselves back inside.
I apologize for my friends.
The butler will probably give you this look as you're apologizing too, and then kind of walk off shaking his head.
And I will say, and again, I'm very sorry about our friend. Please take care. And then, are you just gonna change back on top of me?
No, I'm actually slithering down off you, and then if Signe doesn't flip out, climb up her and check her to see if she's alive and okay.
We
are going to get me in so much trouble.
I didn't.
Snake tail just checks
I'm
pulse.
sorry I didn't stop him. I should have stopped him. I didn't think he'd actually just barge in, you know.
Have you met him?
Look, it was a poor judgment. I thought he was learning. It's entirely my fault. I should have stopped.
I
So
pull the snake off of me, look it in the face, and I say, Usopp, you cannot do this. You're going to endanger everyone I care about if you do this again.
Change back.
In your hand.
Obviously, I drop you.
Yeah, well, as he's like turning back, you're like,
Oh.
wow.
No, like just like I shift to a certain point, like if I'm holding someone's
Yeah, yeah.
hand,
Uh-huh.
I can come back and be
Yeah.
holding your hand.
Yeah, so it's like
basically.
kind of strange, like morphing out, like, whoa.
Sorry, I thought of Power Rangers for a second.
Let go.
Megamorphin Usopp.
Mighty Morphin Usopp right
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
When someone of my group disappears, it either means they were kidnapped or they're betraying us. That's what I'm used to.
That
Learn this right now. I'm going to disappear. You're not going to be able to find me every once in a while. I will come back.
Dorian's gonna give you like a smile at that because he knows your patterns. But he's not gonna say anything because he doesn't want Usopp finding you now as well. So
You leave lots of trails. It wasn't that hard.
Well, then next time I will endeavor to not leave so many trails. Can we get going now?
You could just tell me and then I would follow.
oh, Clicky, how easy was it?
I'm not really there. I was.
No.
Because I was gonna say that would be just great.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna tell you shit. You obviously don't know me very well.
No, you haven't told me anything to begin with. How am I supposed to know you?
I mean, typically, when I don't tell you things, and I'm not telling you things, you'll learn that I'm not going to tell you things.
We got talked about people disappearing, and then you disappear, and you expect me not to be like, where the fuck is she? This is not solely on me.
I mean, it's partly on you. It's partly on Dorian, to be completely fair. He probably knew where I was going.
I did.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to say anything though, because you keep secrets.
I do.
And I wasn't going to share
But
your
next
secrets.
time, maybe you tell them you know where I'm going so they don't follow me.
I asked if he'd seen where you went, and then he went. I didn't exactly have a chance to stop him.
I didn't know she. You asked that, you didn't exactly say.
I asked if you saw where she went,
Which to me means you don't know.
which means I
So
didn't
I need to
necessarily
find out.
know. But I was asking you in case you had seen her go back up to her room or anything like that.
This is a very big cultural difference.
That's the understatement of the century.
All right, look, the three of us know. No one else knows at this point. We can just not talk about this.
This is
I
gonna be the
want-
worst kept secret.
I was about to walk up to the door and I would apologizing help.
Don't. Just don't.
It's going to do more harm than good.
I'm going to have to smooth things over now. It's gonna take a lot of effort.
If you need help with that, let
You're
me
not
know.
very helpful. I'm sorry.
You think that? There are
You're not
certain
very
things-
helpful in this sense.
There are certain things that I can help with. There are
Just let
certain
me deal
people
with
that
it.
I have influence with that might be able to help further. I may not be able to be helpful, but someone I know might.
Just let me deal with it. I'll deal with it. Just next time this happens, please don't let them follow me.
All right. Nokren is checking on his family. And by his family, I mean not.
Yeah.
Has he explained this to anybody?
No.
All right.
No.
Nokren went to go check on
But I
something.
think Clicky's with him.
Evidently haven't.
Which is gonna be a story in and of itself.
No, he said he specifically left right away. Clicky's by himself.
Oh, in the
no,
bar!
I
What is
I was,
Clicky with doing by himself in the bar? I'm curious
No,
about
he's
this.
not by himself.
I'm not at the bar. I thought we were at our house.
Your
No,
house
you're
has
at the bar.
your house has like no
Oh.
furniture in it, so it's just like an empty house right now. So
Okay.
you guys have still been living out of the bar. So you're
You're
just
having
left.
breakfast at the bar.
Yeah, you're having breakfast at the bar. So you're just like left
Nope.
in the bar.
Nope. Nicky's not having breakfast at the bar.
Clicky's
he's
having
doing his
breakfast
room.
behind the bar.
Clicky's gonna go to the house, actually.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
And he's gonna use prestidigitation and clean up the whole place.
it is dusty.
That's real useful, actually.
Alright.
Look at Clicky being a productive member of
Right.
society.
Never had a
While
whole.
all of us are doing shenanigans.
Yes.
Signe.
Like, are you like putting some of your stuff up in your like the attic hole?
In
like-
my like basement room, yeah.
Oh, well, I was
Yeah,
saying like,
like-
if you also were like have your like bedroom in the attic kind of thing we were talking about because it's built
Yeah,
for like
I could do that. I'll be putting up like the rat skins and
Yeah.
stuff from all the.
because it's
like,
like it's
nice.
not it would be either a very like tight storage room for like a medium creature or like a perfect bedroom for a small creature.
Yeah. So he's putting up like the sword piece that he took.
Mhm.
He's putting up the skull, like his tokens from his adventure.
Yeah.
You know.
Nokren. Everything seems all right with them. Black Scales on guard duty right now, so you just meet with the family. They seem all
I
right.
would just
Check
I
in.
would just advise them that I imagine you guys are already keeping safe considering what some of this town's like, but be doubly careful. Just don't go anywhere that is a risk you don't have to take.
Okay, they'll agree to that. Keep together kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Is everybody reconvening then after all of this?
In a second.
All right.
Signe,
Yes, dear.
to put it simply, tell me if you're leaving. I won't follow. You don't have to tell me where. You don't have to tell me why. But if you just leave, I'm gonna think the worst.
I will have Fafnir tell you when I leave.
That I can deal with.
All right. So before we reconvene here, though, why don't we take our second break, though? It's about time for that, now that we kind of resolved this interesting faux pas of things.
Oops.
What are you doing?
I don't know what just happened.
You're just like, I have scissors. Nose.
I don't know what's going on right now. I think we've all gone crazy. Let's take a break and get less crazy.
Mads is a big Harry Potter fan, guys.
Ba-
What?
bathroom.
Voldemort.
I'm so confused.
Bathroom drink. Snacks.
Drink at the bathroom. Take a break.
Yes.
Other stuff. Anyway, we'll see you in a few minutes. Bye for a second. I don't know anymore. Crazy.
Would have been better if I was like Song of Fire and Ice, losing your nose.